Hey everybody, it is that time again. Two comic book dudes taking a look at their pull lists and trying to figure out how we can trim the fat this year. Everybody has their diet ideas first thing in the new year, gonna whip themselves into shape, or we're gonna whip our comic book list into shape as well. So,
Yeah,
um, got a lot of
it's
books to take a
expensive.
look at. Yes, um, as much as we'd like to read everything to be able to tell you about everything, we just can't afford it. So,
That and like for me, there also comes a point, like I've said to you before, like where you're reading so much that you don't have time to enjoy certain stories
yeah,
because you're just pushing through reading this big stack of comics.
yeah,
So kind of
yeah,
want
that's
to
true.
trim it out so you can like actually enjoy stories more, I think.
Yeah, well, there's a book, a perfect example, Clean Room from Vertigo. I really like the story, but every time I pick up the next issue, I'm like, crap, what happened last time?
Mm.
It's almost like I got to have the previous issues there just so I can go back and reread them to figure out where I'm at. And several books like that are people I can't remember the characters' names. Uh, I tell you every time I'm bad with names, but it's always like, oh, come on, really? That main character, the redhead one,
Hmm.
yeah.
I'm with you.
The guy with only one eye. What's his name? I think he's dead now, but he's not dead because he's also young. Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of big news come out in the last few days. I saw that Archer and Armstrong's coming back from Valiant,
Right.
so of course I had to add that to my poll, A&A. And actually, that's being written by a guy that I've met a couple times, Rafer Roberts, who is the author of or the writer and artist on another series. And if you're interested in catching up on that, Plastic Farm, which he's got 3 books. It's kind of a weird slice of life kind of story. Very
Hmm.
very indie, but definitely some cool stuff in there. So his I believe his website is plasticfarm.com, so you can check that out. But he's done a lot of stuff for Valiant, and he's worked with Justin Jordan on some different things. They did some work on the Exo Man of War, like a story in there, and some other stuff. So, Justin Jordan's done quite a bit. Rafer's done some other covers. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So anyway, that was neat. And the big DC news. We don't know. It's all speculation. Nobody's really come out and said, yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. But it looks like
It
from
makes
all the
sense for the
sources,
timing.
yeah, they're saying that issue 52 on all of the mainline books. So that would be Justice League, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, right? All of those.
That would be
Um,
May. Or yeah, that would be May.
May. Okay,
Hmm.
so May would be the 52nd issue of all these books.
Right.
And basically, then in June, they're going to kick off new number ones for all of them. And the idea or the rumor behind all of this is that they're going to pull in closer to match up with the movies and TV shows.
Right. So essentially, if there's a movie or TV show, then that title or that character is safe, and everything else is kind of fair game at this
Right.
point.
Yeah, it
So,
sounds like like Flash and Green Arrow will shift more towards that world of the TV show. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, moving more towards the movies. Green Lantern Corps. We hear that they're going to be in the Justice
which
League film.
here's the thing though, if they do that with Batman, if they shift Batman more toward the movie, they're gonna
Hmm.
have to age him
Yeah, that's
because
true.
his current continuity or whatever, New 52, Batman's only been Batman for 5 years.
Maybe it'll be an after effect of him getting his memory back.
Maybe.
And be like, I can't believe I remember all this stuff. Gray hair.
Yep.
It'll be
Yep.
like the Reed Richards effect. It's the cosmic rays.
But I mean,
Cosmic grays.
as
Anyway,
like we were no, but like we were talking about, if this is true, if this actually happens, I will significantly cut what little DC books I do get now until then. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
yeah. For me, it's probably not going to change what I buy from DC. because DC Bombshells is probably pretty close to being cut for me. We may cut it after this show today. I'm definitely going to keep getting Harley Quinn. I like that series. I don't know. I've got issue 24 here in my box to read from this past week, and I'm not sure the future of that. I know there's another Harley and her gang of Harleys or something coming out as well. So I'll probably pick that up depending on what happens. But other than that, I'm only getting Injustice, Justice League 3001, and He-Man. And I'm going to keep getting He-Man. Justice League 3001's been pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Well, I mean,
but it's big news.
Like that, titles like that, you think, that are kind of like outside the norm, I think they would just let them run until the reboot. And then who knows,
Right. That's what we've got to figure out. What is going to happen there?
I don't see, like, He-Man hasn't had an interruption between any of this junk, really. So
No, not at all. I mean,
completely outside, they'll just probably let it run if they want to keep it,
Yeah, well, they had a cool crossover. Was it early last year, or year before, with Masters of the Universe versus the DC?
Yeah.
What was it? DC whatever. So that was pretty cool. I really liked that because then Orko was the bad guy, and that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry I spoiled that for anybody who hadn't read it yet.
No, there's a trade. You can get it. It's out.
Yeah, it's a really good story. Definitely pretty cool. So it was neat to know that He-Man and the DC Universe, Masters Universe and the DC Universe are so close together that they could just be, boop, hey, here we are. Okay, now we're back.
Hey,
So,
what's next?
Cool. Yeah, but that was back when there was continuity.
What is continuity?
Now there's not. Well, there was this thing, and it was like from one issue to another, from one series to another, things may happen, and they actually impact across those. It was amazing. Back in the day, like you could pick up a Superman book, and Superman wore the same outfit in every one of the series. Like in action, Superman.
It doesn't even make any sense.
I know.
Crazy.
Like the X-Men, like if one X-Men was dead, they were dead in all the books.
So, like, if you picked up the next issue, you weren't automatically confused?
Yeah.
Like, you knew what was going on already.
Yeah, It's not like an episode of The Simpsons where, Bart sees Sideshow Bob and he's like, you remember, or not Sideshow Bob, Krusty the Clown, and you remember I saved you from getting killed and I helped you get out of jail and all this other stuff. And he's like, nah, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Every episode just starts fresh.
Yep.
So, no, nothing like that. It used to be, back in the old days, we had continuity. It was a cool thing. Yeah.
All right.
You whippersnappers now can't even spell continuity.
All right. So all right. So before we start, since you have a list loaded that you're about to show everybody, how are you going to do this? Are the books on your list? Or are you going to go down and delete things off of there? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm not actually going to delete the list from the list because I can't because it doesn't work that way. But what I'm going to do is I feel like I'm Steve from Blue's Clues because I have my handy dandy notebook.
Hey, I got a legal pad.
Okay. Well, my notebook is blue. See, the notebook is blue.
Good job.
My pen is blue as well.
All right, mine's blue and white.
Well, my pen is actually red, and it has like a little puzzle thing on it. There's a little ball in here, which is really annoying when you're writing because it's going to. But it's supposed to be like one of those labyrinth puzzles in there. I don't know. Okay. So yes, so let's get this party started. So what I have for everybody out there who's still watching, if you haven't given up yet, my Trimming the Fat slideshow. What's that?
Just said we're going to do it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Okay. So my Trimming the Fat slideshow, basically every book that's currently on my pull, other than, my pull list was 8.5 by 11 pages long, and a lot of those things were ended series, and I just have to go through and clean all that up. So right now we have 19 slides, really 18, and a couple extra items to go through. I didn't really segregate. I did alphabetically, and it's alphabetically in a couple ways where, like Inhumans, Wolverine, and X-Men all show up there, but those are the all-new Inhumans, Wolverine, and X-Men. So anyway, makes sense? So if they're limited, I'm not going to cut them because I want to go ahead and finish the series out. Like Alabaster, The Good, the Bad, and the Bird. This second issue just came out. I still have a back order on the first issue. So it's only a 5-issue miniseries. So 3 more months and that's done. So I'm not going to cut that one. All New, All Different Avengers is definitely on the might cut list. And that's what I'm going to, as we go through here, I think there's 2. There's a might cut and a definitely cut. Might cut is ones that if I get through and the definitely cut's only like 10 books out of however many, then I might go back on these others and figure out if I can do without them. So I like the storyline. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you. All New, All Different Avengers is kind of on my list.
Yeah,
I could keep getting it. I could just go ahead and drop it. I'm not attached to that book. That's not the Avengers title that I'm attached to right
now. No. I like where it started, and I like that the maker is in there because I really like that evil Reed Richards. I don't know why. I just always liked him. So I'm interested to see where they go with that part of the story. And he's had such a small part in these first, 4 or 5 issues. So it'll be interesting to me to see when that story picks up and what happens with him. And that's really what's going to draw me back into that series. If they don't do anything with him for another 2 issues, it'll be like, bye-bye. I'll just pick you up when I see it, because it's not like my shop doesn't get 100 of them. So, all right. So I'm going to have 2 sides of one paper, and one will be the might cuts and one will be the definitely cuts. So Alabaster is good to go. We're going to hold on to that one for the 3 more issues that are left. Avengers, All New, All Different on the might. What's that?
now. I was just saying, for miniseries, you could just put an M beside them on the piece of paper.
That's true.
That kind of notates that this isn't something I'm long term committed to.
Yeah, I should have printed this off, and that way I could go back and make notes on it while I was doing it. That would have been a lot easier.
It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway,
we are showing people a couple different ways to go about trimming your list. You can make slides, you can write things down, you can just do it in your head.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is, if I can find it here, I go to my shop and I go, hey, can you print me off my pull list? And they print me off this really cool list, and it's got all of this stuff on it, all the books that I order. And I mean, most of them, half of each of the pages right now are lined through because they're ended series or they're books that are ending soon. So I just left them off. I didn't even put them on this list. But it's really cool because I was able to go through these and notate next to them the ones I wanted to put on this smaller list that we're looking at today. So,
well, see, like I said, my shop doesn't do a pull list, but I'm in their database, so I could have actually gone and asked for a printout of everything I bought in the last.
Oh, that's cool.
Amount of time. They could do that for me. I didn't even think.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That's another way to do it. So it just depends on what kind of system your shop has, for the viewers out there. And you might just want to talk to the owner or the person behind the counter and say, hey, what can I get? Do you have a list of the things I get every week, or can you show me history of what I purchased? So I was in one time. Our shop has that software and they can run the history of what you purchased. And they hadn't been ringing me up properly. So they're supposed to clear out your order basically each time. So they hadn't been clearing it out. So I had an accumulated $3,600 worth of comics in the bucket to be ordered or to be paid for because they hadn't been clearing them out. I was like, no, that's not right. So it was pretty funny.
I already have all of those. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Don't need double. Bye.
Nope. All right. So Inhumans, All New Inhumans, really a good book so far. I like the fact that they're trying to save Uhura after they already killed him because he had killed Kang and taken his place. So I'll hang on to that book. All New Wolverine, and kind of on the fence on that one. You're dropping that one?
I'm off of Inhumans. Blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm done with. I'm just not. I'm gonna stick with X-Men. I'm done.
I really like this new book though. I really did so far. So we'll see. I'll keep up with it for a few more issues. I'm not gonna put it on my might cut list. I like it.
Cool.
So All New Wolverine though, kind of back and forth on this one. So far, I like it. And even this last issue was really good. So we'll see how it continues.
Yep, I'm keeping it.
Okay. All New X-Men. is the young X-Men team. And this last issue wasn't too bad. Scott kind of embracing, young Scott, kind of embracing the fact that he's Cyclops and he needs to kind of fix that name and take ownership of it again. So I don't know. It's not my favorite X book right now. I'm really liking Extraordinary X-Men, but we'll get to that further down the list here. So.
All New is on my might cut list, but I'm probably just going to end up sticking with it.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it off my might cut list for now. And Star Wars and Darth Vader definitely staying on my list. I'm not dropping those at all. Those are excellent so far. Amazing Spider-Man. I'm going to put that on my cut list.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in love with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been an okay story. What I don't like is the fact that it seems like Miguel, Spider-Man 2099, is the universe's whipping boy now. Peter Parker's like, yeah, I'm Peter Parker. Everything's wonderful, but you suck. You know, I just don't like that juxtaposition. I like Spider-Man 2099. I like Miguel and the what the role he's in now, but I don't like the slant that kind of that storyline's taken. So I don't know. It's a might.
I'm the same with Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not liking it as much as I could. There are a lot of other like kind of definitely not as popular Marvel titles that I'm enjoying a lot more than Amazing Spider-Man. So it's on my might cut.
Yeah.
Might cut.
I think the one storyline I like in it is the whole thing with Anna, and
Anna Maria.
Yeah, the whole thing with Anna Maria and the Dr. Octopus infested machine. I want to find out what happens with Robot and the Dr. Octopus's brain, and I gotta see that. So
that's the thing that kind of ticks me off about that is you did all that character development with Doc Ock before he died, and then now you're going to give us like a version that's a download from before that happened. So
and I wonder about that though. I wonder if it was a download from before, or if it was a download for while he was and before he died. Yeah, I mean, he may not have known he was going to die, but maybe every week he went in and he's like, okay, got to upload my brain, just because
Let's hope. I would like for him to come back. I mean, he'll probably get a clone body of somehow, some way, of something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wouldn't that be great to have him back as kind of like a pseudo good guy?
Yeah. And it'd be really cool if he came back as an LP.
As a what?
As a little person.
Oh.
Because Anna Maria is a little person.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. But yeah.
That would be awesome. Oh, well, whatever. We can always hope. All right. Next slide, please. Next slide. American Monster. Excellent book. Really, really good. Brian Azzarello is writing this. I love the first issue. It was really cool. There's a couple different stories going on there. This is from Aftershock. All their stuff so far I'm really liking, so I'm hanging on to those. Arcadia feels like this storyline's wrapping up, so I'm going to go ahead and hang on with this one. It's from Boom, about the computer system that people's minds are downloaded into right before they die, and so they basically live on there. It's been good. Archie continues to be great after the reboot. Really like that. Art Ops is a pretty good story, so I'm going to keep that one. Assassin's Creed, I'm pretty sure this is a mini-series. It kind of feels like it's coming to an end. This is the Trial by Fire story, so it seems like they do arcs in like 5-issue or 5 or 6 issue mini-series. So, Avengers.
Which Avengers is it?
That's a good question.
New Avengers or Uncanny?
This is New Avengers.
Yeah, I'm done with that one.
New Avengers. Okay. Hold on now. The other one, all new. Okay. All new, all different Avengers. Who's on that one?
That was on your previous slide. That's Miss Marvel, Nova, Miles Morales, Lady Thor, Vision, and Iron Man.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not in love with that one. And this one I'm not either, because this is New Avengers.
Yeah, this is...
I'm sorry, this is the one with the Maker. This is the one with the Maker. This is the only reason I started getting this one.
Right.
So between the two of these, it's, I don't know. We'll see.
I dropped that one.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, just nah.
All right. I'll think about it. Like I said, that Reed Richards thing's kind of keeping me there. Extend, excellent book. Shane Davis does a great job on this one. The artwork in there is awesome.
Yep.
Really liking that story. Back to the Future is on my might cut list. I do like that they're doing. Sorry, talking choppily while I write because I can't talk and speak at the same time. Or talking right, talk and speak. Write and speak. I can't even think and speak.
Okay.
Back to the Future is doing some.
Okay. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this list. We're gonna cut this down.
It's so stressful. I need my stress ball. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Better. This is my Hearthstone stress ball from Loot Crate.
Sweet.
Yes. Which you can check out on one of our other videos that went up yesterday. Loot Crate unboxing for January, the invasion theme, and some really cool stuff. Like a little baby face hugger. Anyway, it was awesome. Yep. They're awesome right up until they implant their eggs in your belly. And they burst out of your chest. Anyway, so Back to the Future, I like Back to the Future because it's telling stories that are kind of filling in the gaps of the movies.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. Like the last issue just had a whole thing where Doc Brown first went to the future and how he got his car converted to a flying car and how he got the Mr. Fusion. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of cool. He actually, I'm going to spoil it because, it was really cool. He goes back in time and first he goes forward in time and they have the internet, because they didn't have the internet in 1985. And so he's like looking at the internet to see what to invest in. And he goes back in time. He comes back to the future. And this guy's like, yeah, I just, he's on the phone to somebody. I just bought something about this from an old man. And all he wanted was, he didn't hardly want anything for it. He didn't even know what it was worth. So I gave him $2.1 million. What a ripoff. Ha ha, laughing. He didn't even know what he had. And he goes out to his car and he opens the trunk and throws in this case full of money right next to a whole stack of Action Comics #1.
Oh, God.
So he'd gone back in time, bought a bunch of Action Comics #1 and invested the money to sell them in the future so he could get his car retrofit or fitted as a flying car and the Mr. Fusion put on there. So it's pretty funny. But it's neat to see that they kind of did some things to fill in the storyline. So pretty interesting. Yeah, I like that. So, all right, on to the next one. Barbed Wire.
Sticking on that, then. You're sticking on.
I'm gonna put it on my might cut list because it's one of those that I could do without. It's good, but it's always like 2 or 3 stories every week or every month. So I'm not married to it. Barbed Wire, good series. I really like it. So I'm gonna keep that one from Dark Horse. Being Puppy Cat, I'm pretty sure this series is over because I haven't seen an issue of it for months. So I'm going to put it on my cut list. I liked the series. It's kind of a kids kind of series, but it really wasn't for kids necessarily. But it was the Kaboom title imprint, and I liked the artwork. I liked the the original stuff that Natasha Negri did. So anyway. Something to look at. I'll have to see if it's still printing, still coming out. Betty and Veronica, new series coming out yet. Hasn't come out yet. They're doing a relaunch on that as well from Archie. So that'll be the next one. They did Archie, they did Jughead, and they'll do Betty and Veronica. So Big Trouble in Little China, I'm holding on to that. I love that story. Bill and Ted Go to Hell is a 5-issue miniseries starting up, I think, in February or March. So I'll keep that. Birthright, still liking that from Image. I know you said you dropped that one.
I mean, I'm still on it. I think I'm going to stay on it until 15.
Okay.
And then I'll probably, if it keeps going beyond that, I'll drop it at that point and pick it up in trades.
I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with the Angel Girl, whatever her name is, Kara. To see what happens with her, because that's an interesting part of the story, and I kind of want some answers as to how did he, defeat the Nevermind, but then become infected by it and why is he in service to Lore? Mm-hmm. That's what I want to know. And that's like the ultimate question for that series. It's awesome art. and it really is a good, solid story. I've
Oh
liked
yeah.
it so far.
Yeah.
So, yep. Um, Bitch Planet, I don't know. Uh, issue 7 was kind of weird. Or was it 6? I don't know. I don't even remember. But the next issue kind of picks up the storyline again. This was kind of a filler issue, and I don't know. I probably will put this on my might drop list.
I dropped it a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on my cut list.
Wait, didn't I send you issue 1? I sent you issue 1.
You did. Yep. Yeah, so I have the first whatever issues have come out so far.
Okay.
Black Bag is another new one coming out that I'm looking forward to. Black Hood has been really good so far. The last few issues have kind of been dropping, and so I'm going to keep it and just and write it out for another issue or two and see what happens. I like the storyline. I like Swarzynski's writing on it, so we'll see if it keeps up. Blackjack Ketchum's been really cool. It's a very interesting kind of a supernatural western, and I like that. It's from Image brand. Issue 2 just came out. Black Magic, same thing. Issue 3, I think, just came out, and that's I can't remember who works on that book, but it's pretty good. I'll keep that. Black Science is Remender. I got to hang on to that one. It's been great. In fact, this last issue, he kind of took off and he's like headed back on his mission to find his family and fix things. So pretty cool. Blacklist is going on my mic cut. I just got the latest issue, so I'll kind of read through it and see what happens, whether I want to cut it or not. Bunker has been pretty cool. I think that series is wrapping up, and I know that the TV show is in the works, so kind of waiting for that to happen. Clean Room, awesome Vertigo book. I'm going to hang on to that. Cops for Criminals is coming out soon, so I'll see how that goes when it comes out. Contest of Champions from Marvel. I've liked this so far. I know we were talking about whether or not it was going to be a mini series, or they were hoping it was kind of kick on to the like a Injustice kind of thing. So I'll keep an eye on it. I like it. Daredevil's been really good. DC Comics Bombshells is going on my might list. I'm sorry, Daredevil.
I'm keeping Daredevil.
Yeah. DC Comics Bombshells is going on my might cut list. I like it, but it's just one of those books where it's like, okay, come on, let's do something. So, Deadly Class, another Remender book from Image, excellent series, really like that. Deadpool continues to be good. Deadpool and Cable split second. I know it's a limited series. I'm not sure if I'll pick up the rest of it.
I think because I don't pick up, well, he's in Uncanny Avengers, but I don't get like a single Deadpool title, so I'll finish this one out.
Okay.
So that's the only like Deadpool headline title that I get.
Okay. And then Deadpool, The Mercs for Money is a new series coming out. I'll pick that up. Descender, Jeff Lemire, really good series. Love that series. And I spelled it wrong. No, did I?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I didn't. Good. Exodus, The Life After, Joshua Hale-Fialkov, really good series. I think that this one's wrapping up, but I'm not sure. Again, Extraordinary X-Men. This is my favorite X-Men book out right now.
Yeah,
Faster Than Light. Yeah. From all of them, every one of them is a different X-Men team.
Yeah.
But this one's the best one because they just ended up beating up Sinister. I loved, Colossus ripping his head off, and then he gets a new body and puts his head on it. But even at the end, the Magic chops his head off with the sword. That was awesome. So, another Image book, Faster Than Light. That book is amazing.
Yep, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that last issue was really cool. And it ended an arc. You can tell because now they're headed back home. So it's pretty cool. Fight Club 2. I'm going to put this on my might cut list. I like it, but it's just so hard to follow. And with everything else I read, it's just so hard to continue to follow a book that's so disjointed. I don't know. And it's written by Phil Palahniuk, the guy who wrote the original Fight Club.
Yeah, Chuck Palahniuk.
Chuck Palahniuk. Yeah. Sorry, I said Phil. I don't know why. But so it's written by him. So it's written like a movie, but I don't know. It's just hard to follow. So,
Yeah.
Fistful of Blood has been good. I like the artwork, and the story itself is pretty cool. That's an IDW book. Four Eyes, Hearts of Fire. This is another mini series. Four Eyes was a mini series before. I'd like to go pick that one up now. Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of Infinity. I like Guardians of Infinity. That's kind of cool because it's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians 3000, and now Guardians 1000 BC. So that's kind of interesting.
Weird.
Yeah, some old Guardians, like from a long time ago. It's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
they went into this thing that was like some kind of temporal matrix,
Yeah.
and it crosses time and space. And so they went through it, and like the Guardians 3000 went in it, the Guardians of the Galaxy went in it, and then they all came out on Earth back in like 1000 BC or something. So it's pretty cool. So I'm liking Guardians of Infinity. Guardians of the Galaxy, though, I don't know. All this stuff with Star-Lord, King Star-Lord, all that crap,
Right.
I'm just not loving it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put that one on my list.
Guardians is on. I'm gonna keep it for now.
Yeah, it's on my might. And again, it kind of depends on the next issue and what happens.
Yeah.
So Gutter Magic, limited book, really, really good from
Yeah,
IDW and Comics Experience.
Awesome.
That was so good. And we did get to interview. That's awful. What's his name? We got to interview the creator of Gutter Magic. So you can check that out on our channel as well.
Rich.
Rich Duick. Yes.
Do it. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't believe I spaced on his name.
I did too.
Yeah.
We
So
pulled it back.
legendary-
We're good.
Yeah. That's right. Legendary book, Infinite Adventures of Jonas Quantum. This has been pretty cool, and the artwork on this is really, really great. I like this.
Yeah, the art looks really good. I missed what book. What issue is it up to now?
I think 5 just came out,
Okay.
or 4, maybe 4, but it's been pretty cool. So, Infinity Entity. This is one I'm kind of waffling on because this was the kind of the sequel to the Thanos Imperative, or the Thanos Infinity Imperative, or something like that. It was a graphic novel, original graphic novel that came out with Thanos and the whole Infinity Gauntlet stuff. So this is Adam Warlock and Thanos and all that stuff. So I may get it as a miniseries. I'm not sure. It's on my list, so we'll see. Injection's really good. I'm going to keep that. That's from Image. Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year 5. That's coming to a conclusion. Issue 2 just came out, so we'll see what happens, with this series. But this is the end of the series, so I've got all the other years. I might as well get this one.
Right.
Love and Invader Zim, Invisible Republic. I really like. The Next Generation stuff is probably coming to an end here soon, right? They're killing them all off.
So. I would think so.
Yeah, there's not many left.
Yeah.
James Bond from Dynamite has been good, and I don't know if this Warren Ellis series is a short, like a limited series, Barger. If it is, I'll get it through the end of that series. John Carter, Warlord of Mars. I believe this last series just ended. A new series is going to kick up. I really like it, though. Dynamite's done a great job with the treatment of this product, whatever, this franchise. So I like that. Johnny Red is definitely on my cutting block. I liked it at first. The first issue was like, oh, this is something neat. But then it's like, no.
Yeah.
So Judge Dredd, definitely keeping that. Jughead, keeping that. Justice League 3001, keeping that one. Kaiju Max has been really cool. It's on a break now, but I definitely want to keep picking that one up. That's Xander Cannon's series, and we interviewed him back when issue 1 came out.
Yep.
You can check that out on our
fun stuff.
Kaptara is pretty cool. That's Chip Zdarsky, and I like that one. It's a pretty good book. Klaus is the Grant Morrison treatment of St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus. Pretty good. I think it's a 6-issue miniseries. So Lantern City is excellent. I'm going to keep getting that one. That's from Archaea and Boom. Really like it. Last Sons of America only has 2 more issues left. Limbo is another pretty cool one. It's kind of like a supernatural tech kind of mixture book. That's really interesting. I'm going to keep getting that one from Image. Lone Wolf 2100. The first issue was really good. I like where that story's going. This is a new miniseries, and I think there was another miniseries before it, so I'm going to go back and have to look for that one. Low, keeping with that. Lucifer, Manifest Destiny, and Mighty Thor.
Yep, I'm keeping Mighty Thor.
Yep. I like the way the last issue ended. I'm interested to see what they do next. So, all right, we're on slide 12 of 19. We're moving through. Monster World is a book from American Gothic Press. Really interesting series. Steve Niles works on this, and I really like it.
Cool.
Monstrous from Image. I don't know if this is a short, like a mini series or what. Issue 1 and 2 came out, but it's good. I mean, I love the art, and the story is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I picked up 1 and didn't get to.
2 was good. 2 kind of gives you more story, which I really liked. So,
yeah.
Munchkin, I don't know if this is over. It's kind of felt like the series ended, but I'm not sure. You get the Munchkin card every book, so that's kind of cool. My Little Pony, my daughter would kill me if I dropped that off the pull, so I'll keep getting that one for her. Even though they stopped, it's on my list, but this last week they didn't put it in my pull. It's like, how could you forget My Little Pony? Because I get home and my daughter's like, where's My Little Pony? Where's the next My Little Pony? I'm like, there wasn't one. So we went to the store today, and she goes, here it is right here. Well, they do multiple covers, so I'm like, are you sure that's the right one? Yeah. So what was the last one? You have that one. She goes, oh, it's 37. Okay, well, this is 38 then, whatever. So My Little Pony is, drama is tragic. So anyway, Mythic, next book. This is really, really cool from Image. I like this book. Oh, there's New Avengers. I don't know what that other Avengers is, just Avengers.
Maybe we'll see if Uncanny's at the end, and then you just have a random other Avengers book.
Yeah, I think so. So New Avengers is already on my list. Odyssey, I'm really hoping this comes to an end.
It's been on a break for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, there was an issue a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
In the Matt Fraction series, so I don't know what's going on with it. It didn't end.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely still has more story to go. But it's another one of those, kind of like Bitch Planet, where it's like the whole feminist movement in comics, even though Matt Fraction's writing it, which I thought was really kind of weird. So I don't know what. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. Old Man Logan's due to come out in February. Definitely getting that. You have that on your list?
I'll check it out. I'll check out Old Man Logan.
Yeah. Outcast has been excellent. That's the Kirkman and Azaceta series. Really like that. And then, of course, the new show's coming out on Cinemax, I think, this summer, maybe. So, Pacific Rim Tales from the Drift has been really good. This is like other stories of the robot fighter people who fought the kaiju. So that's been pretty neat. Paper Girls is good. I actually picked up one of the back issues I was missing today, so I'll be able to catch up on that story. I had 1, 2, and 4, but I didn't have 3. I was like, well, this is weird. What am I reading here? Something happened that I don't know what happened. Anyway, Pastaways is a Dark Horse book, and it's been on a break, I think, for a month or so. Paybacks is awesome, another Dark Horse book. Plutona, first 3 issues came out, and then it seems like there's been kind of a break there as well, about the superhero that died and the kids found her in the woods.
Right.
So pretty cool. Postal is definitely going on my might cut. I think I got issue 9 maybe in my stuff for this week, so I'll have to see how that is. Missed an issue 7 for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, so I got the folks at the shop looking for that one, but I may just drop it. Providence, really cool Alan Moore series based on the Lovecraftian mythos, and Puppet Master's awesome.
Cool.
Ragnarok from IDW. This is the Walt Simonson stuff. it's I mean, the artwork is really cool. The story is neat because it's like a future, Thor and everybody is like everybody's dead, and Thor kind of comes back to life to get his final revenge or whatever. Um, it's been really good, but I'm not sure if it's ending or what's going to happen. It seems like the story's kind of petering out, so we'll see. Red Sonja, there's a new Red Sonja series just started with Marguerite.
Yeah, Marguerite Bennett's doing
Marguerite
it.
Bennett, yes. And I really liked the first issue. Very good story.
Yeah.
It was cool because it's like Sonja basically is called back because the king of Hyrcania is dying, and he says, "I want you to take over the throne after I die, because there's no one else that I would trust with caring for the land other than you." And she's like, "No, I can't be Queen Sonja. I can be a lot of things, but I can't be that." So she decides to take off and go, fight monsters and roam the world. And she comes back to her home country, and everything's like order and happiness, and everybody seems to be doing great, except they're not. So there's like some kind of weird, like all the people who seem to be happy are happy because they have to be. And then there's people who are like trying to get out of Hyrcania because they're trying to get away from whatever the ruler is. So it's interesting. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Reign, I want to say this is almost over. It's been a really cool series because this was like a swords and sorcery story that started out that way, but then they found out they were on this spaceship that had basically been launched a long time ago with all of their culture and everything in it. And the humans had been in hibernation, and then they woke up, and the ship's really old, and it was really cool. Ringside, I think, is a 4-issue miniseries, so that's ending pretty soon. 2 was out like a couple weeks ago. Rocket Queen and the Wrench is a book from Space Goat Presents, and I like the first issue, but I haven't seen any more issues from it, so I don't know what's going on with that. Rocket Raccoon and Groot, I'm going to keep. First issue was pretty cool. Saints, I'm going to keep going with that one. It's been a good series. Matt, somebody, I can't remember his name, who's doing that book. I can't be expected to remember everybody's name, but it's been a pretty cool series so far. 7% from Red 5 Comics has been pretty cool. Strayer is a new one coming out. I think Justin Jordan is writing that one, and that's a new. Is that a new Aftershock book?
Which one? Strayer?
Yeah, looks pretty cool, and we both got that on our list, I think.
Yeah.
That and Super Zero, both pretty cool. I haven't read issue 2 yet. Have you?
I have not.
Okay, it's in my stack there. I'll get to it this weekend.
Yeah.
Survivors Club, great story. Really like that. Another one of the new Vertigo books. Switch looks good. I want to see what they do with this. This is the new story of the Witchblade, basically with Sarah Pazzini giving up the blade and someone new now taking it on. So we'll see. Symmetry, pretty neat. And that, I think I just got that this week too.
I think it was last week, wasn't it?
No, it's this week. Symmetry number 2. Matt Hawkins, and it's been an interesting story. So we'll see if I continue with that one. They're Not Like Us, pretty good story. I think that's on a break now for a couple months. Tokyo Ghost, awesome. I think we both agree that's not going anywhere. Yep. And in the same vein as Puppet Master, Trancers is a must. So if you guys have never seen the Trancers movies with Jack Death, I mean, Trancers from Full Moon Entertainment, these movies are awesome. They are kind of corny, 80s, 90s, action-y, sci-fi kind of movies. Really, really good stuff. But you got to watch them. And the new comic comes out. It just looks great. So Tim Thomerson was an awesome actor in those shows, those movies. All right, Transference. Pretty sure this didn't end. This is the Michael Morisi series about people who travel back in time and fix things, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And when they come back to the regular time, this one guy finds out that things have changed in his life. So someone is traveling back in time and changing things in his life to try to unmake him. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, first 2 issues I think came out, and I haven't seen anything more since then. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one. Trees is just too darn slow.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it's ending soon. It is a Warren Ellis series, so it's one of those slow burning tar pits that sucks you in, and then you're like, but I can't quit now. It's got to be almost over. 3 issues later, I can't. But what if the next issue is the last one? Anyway, you just never know with him.
You don't.
And you're just waiting for him to get to the point. Twilight Children is a Vertigo book. Pretty cool. First 2 issues were out. I think it might only be a 4-issue miniseries on that one, but it's pretty neat. The new Ultimates is awesome.
Yeah, loving that book.
Definitely. Uncanny Avengers, Uncanny Inhumans, Uncanny X-Men. All 3 of those I'm still liking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to keep those.
I'm keeping Uncanny Avengers because it's got, I don't know, it's the melting pot. It's the Unity team. So you got everybody kind of represented on that team.
Yeah, with Rogue and all that. Yep.
And then I'm going to keep Uncanny X-Men. It's the villain X-Men book. So
yeah.
That's kind of cool that there's a full book dedicated to them now.
Yeah. Well, I really like the way that first issue was like, blah, we're here.
Right.
You got Magneto going, aha, I'm in charge of this team. So pretty cool. I like that.
You two's ready to go. I just need to read it.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's in my stack here too.
Yep.
All the way at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Voltron from the Ashes. Pretty sure this is a miniseries from Dynamite, but I'm really liking the series, so we'll see what happens with it.
Cool.
Walking Dead, can't cut that. Wayward, can't cut that. Those 2 are great series. I mean, Walking Dead just continues. 150 was awesome. Did you read?
I have not read it. I haven't read it. I picked it up. I picked it up this week, so I picked it up a week late, but I haven't read it yet.
Well, I mean, just so much going on in that series right now with there being multiple towns and Rick kind of trying to save, hold both of them together. The Whisperers out there threatening life as they know it, and Rick having to do something because the people are demanding that he act. And this issue, he acts. So it's pretty interesting.
So
and Wayward.
Before I pass out.
Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. It's pretty cool. Wayward, really good. I love the ending of, The Walking Dead. I love the last couple frames. It's just so good. You got to be like, all right. Wayward is Jim Zub's series. It's set in Japan, and it's kind of the new gods of Japan. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. We did an interview with him. Check that out. It was really fun.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best ones we've done so far, I think.
Yeah. I
like that one. I'm going to put Web Warriors on my might cut list because I like the book. This is interesting because you know how they have all the different Spider-Men and Spider-Girls and Spider-Women and whatever. So from the whole Spider-Verse thing, this is kind of the remnants of that. Karn is one of the former Immortals who was hunting everybody. Mm-hmm. He has become the new Weaver, so he actually works the web. But you had to think the spiders can't be the only ones who figured out that they exist in multiple realities and they're teaming up. So in this series so far, you have Electros and Dr. Octopuses all working together. Or Dr. Octopi, would he be?
Dr. Octopi.
Dr. Octopi. All of them working together with the doctors. The doctors basically planning everything out, and the Electros carrying out the action of going to each of the realities and stealing silver for some reason. They're using silver for something, so it's pretty cool. In the last issue, they just busted in and tore up the web and everything, so Karn and them had to kind of make a hasty escape. But it's pretty cool. So I don't know. It's still holding me on. I'll at least give it a couple more issues to kind of see how it's going to go.
Cool.
Weird World, loving that book. It's pretty cool. And there's something with one of the X-Men books where they're going to be in Weird World. Did you see that?
No.
It was, let me flip back through here. Hold on. Extraordinary X-Men.
Oh, was it in issue 5 or 4, whichever the last one that came out.
2. I don't know what that one is. I thought it was 2.
What, where
3,
they were
5.
in limbo?
This one,
Mm.
Extraordinary X-Men. After with the Cyclops Inhuman crossbreed thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
then
last
at the
yeah.
end of that, last week's book. At the end of that, there was the next book. I'm pretty sure that one. At the end of that next issue is called Weird World. It says next Weird World. So yeah, and it has a picture of Archon, kind of with his head slumped and his big thing. So Archon, it's awesome. All right, Wes Craven's Coming of Rage. Got to hang on to that book. It's really, really good.
Maybe they have to leave Limbo, and they go to Weird World. They take the school to Weird World.
That could be. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Then they can get in the whole battle with Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, but awesome. See, like the Black Knight book is also in Weird World, also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's where the kingdom that he's ruling right now is. So it's
Very
really
cool.
How big is that place?
It's huge. Yeah, it's weirdly huge.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's cool because like the first 5-issue miniseries was all Jason Aaron written, and there was maps. The Crystal Warrior guys. He's like, "Here's my map," and this map is just crazy. Like all this stuff jammed in here in weird directions, and all these scribbles and lines and stuff, and you're going, "This isn't a map. This is like a crossword puzzle from hell or something," But it was really neat. So, but the new series is pretty cool because a girl got sucked in there from Earth, and now she's trying to figure out how to get back. She's fighting with this big barbarian girl who they're kind of going around killing everybody, and it's pretty cool. So, okay, so Wes Craven's Coming of Rage, great series. Wes Craven had been working with Steve Niles right before he passed away to write this one. It's a really good series. Will Eisner's The Spirit, another great relaunching of a cool property. Wolf, I don't know what's going on in that book because I missed issue 2. And I was just looking through my stuff. I have 3, 4, and 5 to read. So I'll have to just read them and figure out what's going on and then come back and read issue 2 sometime. So, and then X'd, first issue was awesome. I'll have to go back and reread it before issue 2 comes out, but I definitely want to keep that. That's another one from, I can't remember. I can't remember who puts that out. It might be Dark Circle. No, it's not Dark Circle. Black Mask. It's a good series from Black Mask. And the last 2 on the list, X-Files Season 11. I'm going to keep getting that. That's been a great series. But definitely on my cut list is Zombies versus Robots.
So now we've gone through all of your books. Oh, I can't talk. But yes. You know what you didn't have on your list?
What did I not have on my list?
Illuminati.
That's true. But I'm definitely going to keep that.
Yep. Good book.
Yep. Yeah, weird. Maybe that's Avengers one's supposed to be Illuminati. We'll just say that.
Yeah, okay.
So, when I look at my list now, I have 4 definite cuts.
Oh, wow.
11 possible cuts. So, it'll be, well, like I said, I had, just in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've had 5 or 6 series end.
Yeah.
And that cuts down what I'm getting. So, and I've only added like 3 new series, But yeah, I mean, there's stuff on here that I'm definitely going to cut from the might cut stuff. It's going to, I'm going to take another month or 2.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So you know me, I hate to quit a series partway through because I'd like to finish out a storyline or whatever, but they never finish a storyline. They always keep you. Every time I get out, they pull me back in.
Let's see. I'm just kind of looking through my list. Like other books that I'm going to stay on right now would be that you didn't have on your list at all would be Doctor Strange. Really liking that. It's kind of fun. It's kind of examining or kind of going over the cost of magic. How it manifests in a physical form to him. Like he has to eat weird things because he has like weird magical ulcers as a result of some spell he cast a while back,
Oh, interesting.
So, stuff like that. So that one's good. Invincible Iron Man has been pretty good. Bendis' take on that.
Mhm.
Of course, Batman. I'm gonna, regardless of what we talked about at the beginning with DC doing DC stuff, I'll stick with
Yeah,
Batman, especially if it's gonna, only gonna go 4 or 5 more issues.
right. I
Um,
figured they just wanted to have another, uh, like the relaunch Batman, the relaunch Detective Comics, just because they want to have another Detective Comics
number one.
milestone issue. Oh no, not number one. What is it? 2026?
What?
The
What do
first
you?
appearance of Batman, Detective Comics
Oh yeah.
26?
I thought it was 38. Maybe that's the year. I don't
Maybe it's
know.
20. Maybe it's 28. I hate that. I can't remember stupid stuff like that. I'm gonna look it up while you're talking.
That's cool. All right, I'm gonna drop Green Arrow because that's on my cut list. Green Arrow's
Oh,
gone because they changed him into a bloody wolf. So he's like a werewolf kind of guy now. This is stupid. I'm done.
he's a werewolf?
Yeah, just it's stupid. It's stupid.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid.
Let's see. We Stand on Guard is done. That was a good. That series started off strong and then didn't finish as strong as it started.
Okay.
We Stand on Guard. Didn't you get that?
It's over.
Yeah, I was just saying it's over. But
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's why it wasn't on my list. Yeah, we don't want to talk about all the ones that were on my list that were over.
okay.
I think it's Detective Comics 27. All right, if somebody wants to put that down there in the comments,
Yeah, first appearance of Batman was Detective Comics. What?
20 something.
And you will get some free comics.
Yes, we'll send you 2 free comics. And they definitely won't be Batman books, I'm sorry, but it will be 2 free comic books that we'll send you. So,
All right.
yeah.
Continuing on, I'm gonna stay on Black Knight. Really like that book.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop Scarlet Witch. I picked up issue 1. Just really didn't dig it. Just don't care. Just don't care.
Yeah. What was it like? Was it kind of like the Vision thing? Did you read
Yeah.
Vision #1?
No, I did not read the Vision.
Okay.
Thing. I heard that was like kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I didn't read it either. So some of the #1s I just didn't pick up. Like, the only reason I got 2 of the variants for Captain Marvel just because Space Tacos.
I got one.
I had to pick one up. I mean, it's Deadpool and it's because Space Tacos. So
I can't grab it.
it's pretty fun.
All right. Let's see. So
Anyway.
are you not on Spider-Man 2099? You're not.
I am. Oh, it wasn't on my list either. Yes, I am, and I do like that one. In fact, I just caught up on the last couple issues. I missed 4 somehow, and I had 5 in my pull, so I got 4 today, and I read 4 and 5. I like the storyline. I'm interested to see where it goes. But it's kind of got that thing again with like Miguel being the downtrodden Spider Kid, and I don't know. Sure. Too many Spider-Men. Ooh, maybe that'll be the event. Come on, maybe it'll be too many Spider-Men.
No. All right, let's see. What else? Justice League. I'll probably stay on that one until DC does whatever. It's only a few more issues. It's been good with the Dark Side War. Jeff Johns doing a great job writing that story. I'll take whatever continuity that's in.
Yeah. It's only 4 issues left then for everything.
Yeah, I would think so.
Wasn't I just saying that last week?
Because everything's 48 right now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman, Wonder Woman 48 came out this week. So.
And last week I just said, I wonder if they're going to stop them all at 52 before all these rumors started. So maybe I started the rumors.
You're psychic.
It was weird. I was just like, maybe they're going to stop them all at 52. Like, no, they better not do that. Well, they're going to do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Invincible, Robert Kirkman, loving that one.
Keep getting that one. Yep.
Wicked and the Divine.
Is that almost over?
It's got to be. I think 17 just came out, so it's got to be.
Oh wow!
I think it's going to end at 20. I think it is, but I'm not 100%.
Okay.
Gonna stick with Silk. Gonna stick with Squadron Supreme. What else am I cutting? I'm gonna cut Venom Space Knight.
Yeah.
Beautiful book, but I just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I like him in the Guardians, but again,
Yeah.
he's not good enough in Guardians of the Galaxy to keep me on Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
So
Dropping Patsy Walker. Read the second issue. It was the same as the first. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. I'm not saying it's good or bad or whatever. It's just, not for me.
You're not a girl.
Yeah. See. Is Venus? Do you remember? Did you pick up Venus #1?
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's not on my pull. Ooh, that's scary.
Is that ongoing? I don't know.
I'm not sure if it is or not. Yeah, I gotta add that too. Judge Dredd was one that I. Oh well, shoot.
See, aren't you glad we're doing this? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Negating all my hard work.
Otherwise, when we were like at a pull, we'd be doing a comic haul video, and all of a sudden I'd hold up my next issue of it, and you go, what?
Yep.
Okay. Also, dropping the Rocketeer. I think you said that also.
I picked up the first issue, and then I told him just forget it.
Yeah. The cover pulled me in. The interior art made me not want it anymore.
Yep.
All right. Also, keeping the Flash, Wonder Woman. Copperhead from Image, really like that series. I finally filled in, so I have all of the issues, and I think they're all first prints. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I got my. Did I show you the first issue I picked up?
Of Copperhead? No.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's in the stack. Here, you can see the stack of comics that I have to go through.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's in there somewhere.
I need to go get bags and boards, but we got snowed in.
Yeah, we're. I went tonight. Like that was one place we went right after I got off work at like noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock. I left work, came home, took care of the kids, had to run my oldest son to work, and before that, I took my daughter and we went downtown because we had to go to Costco, get some groceries and stuff before the big blizzard. And as we're walking out the door, the snow starts coming down. I'm like, oh great! So we quick swung by the comic shop on the way home, picked up the few books I needed. Made it home before the snow was too bad. Then I had to turn around within like half an hour and go back out again, take my son to work, come home. Then he gets off he was supposed to get off at 9, but they closed the store at 8. So I had to go drive back over in the middle of this blizzard and pick him up from work. And then my wife had to drive home too in the snow. So yeah, fun stuff.
Good times.
Is that it for your list?
Yeah, I think that cuts me down. I think I'm in like the 40 title range.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't have a count on mine.
Well, I did this is just from last month though, so if there's any new titles that come out that I started picking up this month, they don't count. But
okay.
I think in December I picked up 53 different titles.
Wow.
So cutting it down to 40 something. My goal would be like 30 titles a month. That would be great. That would be. Yeah,
and I'd even be okay getting 30 regular titles and then like 10 to 15 limited series stuff. Yeah. That's what I got to work on. I mean, this 8 pages of pull list is too much, even if it is all mostly crap. But I just need to get it cut down. So I think this will help. It's a good start. 5 right off the top. I'm going to go ahead and drop Postal. And I'm debating on Guardians of the Galaxy. I may hang on to that. I may just drop Fight Club too. We'll see.
Oh, I also dropped Star-Lord.
Okay.
The relaunch of that, like.
Yep, I never picked it up.
It's the kind of the same thing with Venom Space Knight. I'm already getting Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't need 2 other Guardians of the Galaxy related books.
Yeah. Are they even related? I mean, that was really the question I had was, is it the same story?
No, it's little side story. Like Star-Lord ties in more with Guardians than Venom does.
Okay. So see all the stuff you learn here when you watch our show?
Yeah.
So.
Let us know in the comments below, like what are books that you've been picking up that you're just ready to be done with and that you're going to have to cut? And what are your like top, 2 or 3 books that no matter who the writer is, the artist is, you're still going to get that book every month.
Like it would take a lot to kill that book for you.
Right.
And let us know, what would it take to kill a book for you? That's an interesting thing to know too.
Yeah,
So,
that is.
and definitely let us know what your thoughts are on the whole DC thing. Do you really believe they're going to relaunch? And if so, do you think that's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you just think it's an idea? Let us know what you think. We definitely like to see some people who are for and against this potential rumored relaunch of all the DC books. So, all right.
That's the big question. Is it a relaunch or is it a reboot?
Yeah. I mean, is it just like what Marvel does all the time where they just relaunch a new title and it's just another new number one? Yay. And there's like 14 variant covers of Squirrel Girl, you know.
Or would we then, if say they do this in June, we need to end this, I know. But say they do this in June, like, are they going to jump to a different Earth again? Because.
And that's how we end it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. You kind of caught, you hung up, and you're back.
So
okay, darn.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm done.
All right. Lots of things to think about, lots of things to talk about. Definitely let us know. And it would be really cool to find out kind of how many books you get in a month, you know. Leave us a number. Just tell us, you know, not your phone number. Leave us a number on how many books you get each month, and kind of do you set a budget for yourself? I mean, it'd be interesting to know. You know, I have a scale like this is acceptable, this is a little bit over, and this is I'm going to get yelled at. So I try to keep it in this range. So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you hanging around and listening to us talk, and we hope that you learned something. And you know, everybody has their methods of going through these things. Sometimes it's hard to let go of a book because you've been reading it for 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 years, and you're like, oh, I really don't want to get rid of this because I want to find out what the story is going to be. And but sometimes
it's probably going to get good again, like really soon. As soon as I drop it, it will get good. You know,
that's the talk of an addict right there.
I know, right? I know.
Admitting you have a problem is the first step.
I don't have a problem.
That's right. Okay. It's really bad when you lay them all out on the floor and roll around in them.
No, you can't do that. That would damage it.
There was a picture.
What's that madness you're talking, man?
Somebody posted a picture on Facebook, and it was like one of the, this bikini-clad girl laying on some comic books, and like every other comment was, "I can't believe she's laying on a comic book. Look at that!" And I'm like, "It's a girl in a bikini. What's wrong with
you?" Who cares what she's laying on?
Your priorities are screwed up, dude.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. That's the only way we get the word out about comics. Let us know what you'd like to hear a show about. You know, we want to talk about how do we think about investing in comics? How do we, I don't know what, how do we think of things to say when we're on the air? I don't know. Anything like that, and we'll definitely do it. We are trying to get some cosplayers to do some interviews. So if you know a cosplayer out there who would love to get some coverage of themselves, talk about what they do and where they're going to be and get people to recognize them, let them know. Send them our way. We'll definitely set up an interview, and they can be one of the little boxes right beside of us here talking about cosplay. Especially there was an article that came out today. And I'm sorry, I'm extending the show, about cosplay and copyrights and all that stuff. So, be something interesting to talk about. Yeah.
Eventually that would come.
Yep. All right. Well, this was giving the axe to some of our comics on the list, trimming the fat for 2016. It was fun.
It was
painful, but fun.
We got to say a lot of comic book titles.
Yes. That's the only reason I did it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.
Well.